It's Wrestling Rundown with Jay Santy.
Live from New York, it's
Turnbuckle Tabloid.
My people, we are back. Wrestling Rundown. It's been a minute. News stories have been slowly cultivating in the past couple of weeks, and I also wanted to ensure that you guys were going to get a jam-packed full episode. That's why I brought along our boy Home Milk Mike from History and Headlocks, who has been having a successful week with their contributions and distributions of shows this past week, and much more. You guys had a successful draft. Did a recap as well. Gotta tell you, I didn't get to show you before the cameras went on, but numbers are looking great on podcasting, man. But people are really clicking in and chiming in on the audio side, man. You guys are doing great over there.
And yeah, I'm very appreciative of that. I mean, I see the numbers from what I can see, and I'm just very happy that a lot of people tune in, give us a chance to see what we can, and slowly our numbers are getting up there. We're almost to 200, Jay.
I know. I've seen. I'm like, listen, eclipse and slowly but surely we're getting to our places where we need to get to. Also, thank you guys for on our socials, on the Instagrams, not only for History and Headlocks, but also for the New York Wrestle Media pages, as well as on the TikToks and such. We doing that very well on TikTok. People are chiming in, commenting, and following and liking. So continue to love and make sure you get the numbers up on YouTube as well, guys. You guys are doing an amazing job, and thank you guys for being a part of this. And also, usually I would do this every year, but I figure that it's become one of those things that I didn't feel like I needed to. I didn't need to celebrate it, but I just wanted to, acknowledge it, that the fact that Turnbuckle Tabloid has made 9 years this past week. It has been outstanding that you guys have been listening and following and been a part of us for that many years. 9 years of doing this buffoonery. It's been ridiculous, man. But thank you guys for being a part of it. Thank you for the crew who's checked in and often been a part of getting this show out there up and running. It's still fun. When it stops being fun, I won't do it. I've often said it. When it starts feeling like a job, I won't be doing it. But as for now, it's been great. The wrestling's been shit, but covering it has been fine. I'm all right with that. But yeah,
at the end of the day, that's all it's about, right? You just want to talk about wrestling with your friends. That's all.
Yeah, that's all it is. Talk about wrestling, and now with the network, I get to talk about everything else and such. So it actually makes it a little bit easier. It doesn't often have to cover just wrestling. So now we got other stuff to do. But speaking of wrestling, I am the Norm McDonald of this segment, and you're listening to Wrestling Rundown's weekend update. Kick off this. I want to talk about the Hall of Fame inductees to WWE. We've been getting smashed with a numerous amount of announcements. You saw what I did there? Demolition smash. You saw what I did there? Ding 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 ding. I know. Great. So Demolition's been honored in the Hall of Fame, as well as Sid, as well as just recently announced Bad News Brown. And of course, early on we had AJ Styles and Stephanie McMahon. Your thoughts of this year's class? And while you do that, just talk a little bit extra because I forgot to get me something to drink. So you talk a little bit extra. Go ahead.
Oh Jesus! So the WWE Hall of Fame is pretty much, as Jay makes his grand exit, But Demolition, well deserved. It's one of those ones where it's about time that they finally get in. It's usually one of these cases in WWE when it's usually too late, and unfortunately, the person passes along, and we don't get to hear them give their helpful speech. Like Macho Man, for one of them, is the more notorious one. But for Demolition, one of those tag teams that got over very successfully around their time, and now it's gonna be very special to hear them to talk at the Hall of Fame. But this class overall is one of those weird ones, I will say, where I I should have known that when they run Vegas again. Triple H ran last year, so this year his wife goes in. AJ's going in early, but it's kind of like a good thing for WWE just to keep him on board and have him not go anywhere else. Delicious, like I said, well deserved. The Sid is well deserved as well. It's unfortunate we won't be able to hear him give his speech. But Bad News Brown is also another one of those weird picks, but I get it. But overall, weird looking class when you just pile them all together. But I guess just the sticking point for me is that Stephanie is going to be the headliner for the Hall of Fame, and she might be the first female headliner for the Hall of Fame. And it's nepotism screaming in your face when you think about it.
Of course. I mean, I guess for me, Bad News is going in because he's black. But no, he had a
Jesus. Oh, Dennis Rodman too. He's also going in as
Rodman
well.
was the other black man I was going in. No, of course we needed Rodman to go in for the celebrity wing.
Right.
Bad News had a career before WWE, so that's what I guess with WWE they're also acknowledging wrestlers' history prior to WWF and such a WWE. So they're giving some kind of possible acknowledgement to that, since they pretty much own the fucking catalog to goddamn every wrestling promotion in history. So I guess that's where they're gonna go with it. Demolition is definitely one that should have happened years ago. I don't know why they took so long. It's
I think it's the lawsuits too, didn't they? Because they kept putting their names in the concussion lawsuits.
Yeah, Smash was part of that. He was in there as well. But at the same time, like those were already like donezo and finished. Like you could have gotten that shit, you could have, looked over that years ago. Then we've had of course AJ goes. Everybody says like they think like you where AJ was being inducted so just he doesn't jump ship and go somewhere else, in 1 year. But AJ's even said himself he's been dealing with nagging injuries for years, and he's like he needs to take the time off anyway. So, but
It's one of those Edge Hall of Fame inductions, in my opinion.
it's not like he's not going to come back. I mean, if he wants to come back, he could come back.
I mean, shit. I mean, at this rate, I would have done something a couple weeks ago because Gunther's currently not on the WrestleMania card. I would have tried to tease something.
Right. So, I don't know. Well, and Stephanie, you just mentioned is like, why not? It's just I don't know why now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why now.
Especially the first. I was gonna say first McMahon, but no, Vince Senior is in the Hall of Fame. But I guess
Vince doesn't want to be. Vince doesn't want to have anything to do with it. And then now, what the fuck is going on? Vince,
no. Not
yeah, exactly.
That's I was gonna say too soon, but it's like not the right timing with all the stuff that's still going on with the litigation, all that stuff. Shane McMahon is, I don't know. Shane eventually will go in.
Shane will go in next year. It's gonna be like one after another. It's gonna be back to back that way.
I will say. I will ask too. I wonder if they're gonna do a match again, like because last year they did Austin and Brett. I wonder if they're gonna. Knowing WWE, they're probably gonna do Shawn and Taker from either 25 or 26.
Right. Or Taker Mankind. Maybe not, because Mankind said he's done with WWE after this year, so maybe not.
That's not a WrestleMania match, too. I think they're.
That's why they only induct Mania matches?
Yeah, because that's what I think. Because I mean, last year was Austin and Brett from 13.
Really? Only Mania matches?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I maybe like Taker and Shawn will get a special induction. You know what? Triple H, Undertaker, end of an era with Shawn as the ref. Just have all three of them stand up to be like, yay! Another Hall of Fame.
I would definitely do Sean and Jericho. That's a great match.
I was gonna say Sean and Brett, but Brett after last year, like, nope. He's like, I'm gonna make another face like you, Hunter.
Savage Steamboat. That's another one of my favorites of all time. Shit.
Hogan Andre to honor Hogan, who died.
Hogan Rock.
Mm.
You know, that would be one because of course, yeah, because Hogan's dead and all that. So, but yeah, that'll be interesting. I wonder if they do it this year, but we'll see. Hold on, I gotta make sure all this is. Oh, there we go. All right,
there we go.
Oh, that sucked. Okay, next up, sponsorships on the WWE ring apron. This has been a problem for a lot of people for a long time. They're honestly, they've become an eyesore.
No kidding.
Okay, to be fair, I'm not opposed to the turnbuckles. I'm okay with that. They did, and many sports do it. It's fine, but the apron itself, it's ridiculous. It's obnoxious, and it's that whole UFC kind of feel that not kind of, but it is. But some wrestlers have been complaining, saying that it's been difficult to work on it. How is it that maybe because they're wearing footwear as opposed to UFC wrestlers who are barefoot that they don't have to be affected by it? But has it run its course to say?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Until I'll say the when they go too far is when they do the formatting itself as well. So there's gonna be logos everywhere on the ring, especially on the formats, on the entrance ramp. It's everywhere you look in that arena, there'll be a logo of something.
This is fucking ridiculous. It's ponderous, man. It's ponderous.
I don't mind it if it's on the stupid LED screen part of the apron, but on the physical apron, I mean, can you just kind of leave that stuff alone? Like, just have like the WrestleMania or the pay-per-view logo just alone. I mean,
I don't know. It just seems to me like if it's just
screaming in your
overkill.
face,
it's overkill.
Right.
And you're a fucking multi-million-dollar company. Like, we get it. You got money. I don't think you need to whore yourselves out anymore. What's wrong with having more money, pal? It's ridiculous.
But it's weird that you do like the Vince impression, because not for nothing, the Vince, if he would have done that, we would have been seeing this like years ago. But it's more of a Triple H thing, a TKO thing, where before every match on a PLE, they're like, just before this blood feud, this match is presented by Men's Wipes. Like,
right.
I get it, but it's like, I'd rather just some flash on the screen and then instead of hearing it.
It's funny because, like, if the sponsorship tied with the match, I'll be like, I'll be okay with this. Tables match is brought to you by IKEA. Like, I would get that. Like, it would be something like, I'll go, oh, okay, I get it. This Hell in a Cell is brought to you by like, what was it? I'm trying to think of Rikers Island or some shit like that. I mean, something.
I mean, the first time it was egregious was like with the Ray and Dominic match at 39. And it's like, this match is presented by Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And then you just see the whole fucking logo everywhere. And there's a mascot who's Soruka in the damn costume.
That's funny. That actually, it was Soruka in there. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
but yeah, like I said, I think it's as we say in the hood, it's his OD, sir. It's his OD. But yeah. Next up, speaking of WrestleMania, we saw a slight dip in WrestleMania ticket price. Is this going to save WrestleMania?
Hell no. We're 3 weeks, we're about to be 2 weeks out from Mania, and we still don't know half the show. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they did the 316 promotion, and that actually worked for some odd reason on selling tickets, but now it's like, I don't know. Like, I still would not pay a ticket for WrestleMania. I would not spend all my money for a one-day event.
Yeah, it's obnoxious. Oh, it's obnoxious. Oh my God, those prices are just. I tried to give some kind of benefit of the doubt to say, if you give the full total package, if you give the some kind of experience, if you said for, I don't know, $2,000 you get the all access, you get the 2-day pass, you get all this and all that, and I'll be like, okay, hotel room, all right, fine. No, it's not even any of that shit. You it's still, for you to get all that, it's more like $5,000 to get all that shit.
Yeah, pretty much no rent for you for the next couple of months.
This is why I say, as always, the economy. Stop bitching about the economy if you're able to pay for fucking WrestleMania tickets. Fuck off. I don't want to hear it. If you're paying for WrestleMania tickets, then you shouldn't be bitching about a fucking thing.
Unless
Because
you're
you're dumbasses out there going over there. Oh, I can't buy eggs. Oh, you could buy a fucking front row ticket to the Mania, right? Fuck off. This is annoying. On fast. Wrestling at the Oscars. It seems as though the wrestling was 0 for 2 at this year's Oscars. The Rock walked away with no awards. His movie, his movie was nominated for a best makeup and walked away with none. And
did you see what the fuck he looked like? I mean,
he didn't look like him. That's what I'm saying. The makeup was actually really good because he didn't look like him.
I get it, but I guess it's just me seeing what The Rock has been looking like for the last couple of years that definitely threw me off. I mean, him looking like Maui in real life is kind of weird looking too, but that's another story.
Yeah. And the wife of Shane McMahon, his wife was nominated for a Best Picture nomination for her production company, and they didn't win at all. So at least wrestling was represented in the Oscars. Beautiful to see. Beautiful to see.
Wasn't that the thing Kevin Dunn wanted to win for so long? He's like he wanted to win an Oscar for Best Production.
Not for WWE, unless WWE makes a movie. He would have never gotten that shit. But
because when the camera goes like this, the whole fucking show, it's like, yeah, you're not going to win anything. Yeah.
Mr. Quick, go to 12, go to 9, 8, 6, back 5, 6, 5, 6. Yeah, no, we're not doing that, sir. Nah, fucking causing seizures and shit. No, thank you. Ronda Rousey signs with AEW. Surprise here?
I don't think officially. I think it's just one of those things.
Did they put the logo up for her? Didn't they put Ronda Rousey's All Elite?
No. It was just a thing she did on the whim.
So maybe it's Ronda Rousey signs with AEW. It's like with the question mark.
With the biggest question mark. I just feel this is gonna be one of those things where, like, now that Tony Storm's away, like, we're not gonna see this shit until maybe a year from now.
Do
wrestling fans honestly care?
No, and this is my point. She had a rousing applause and pop, but no, she didn't actually when she debuted.
Funny enough, on that Ring of Honor taping that she was announced for, she got a decent pop. But this, it was like, fuck off, go away.
Yeah. She's I met some bitter women in my life. I met some angry women in my life.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very perturbed woman. Like, there's just this. I don't know if it's being scorned or just. I don't know. She's just angry, and she just loves to sit there and shit on the fucking people who fucking got her money. Loves it.
Right.
She's already fucking. Throwing barbs at WWE of how they handled her career.
Thank you for the opportunity, but you suck.
Right. Already discussing like how she should have been handled better. How booking matches should have been better. And I'm like, well, you're welcome. Fucking, I don't know. This woman, there's something about her that just screams toxic.
I mean, WWE presented you the best way they can, and then it was on your end to try and live up to it, and you shot the bed.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what? I say I hope you have greener pastures and more success with AEW. And you know what? AEW, kudos to you. Good luck.
Well, it's also good to Ronda because if your ass get knocked out again in this fight for Netflix, you should not be speaking for a whole year.
Oh my God, please. I've never wanted someone so bad, especially Gina Carano, to fucking knock this bitch the fuck out. I can't wait.
I'll become her number one fan. I don't know anything
And
about this
mind you,
woman.
Gina Carano has not fought in I think 15 years, maybe. I think it's something like that. She hasn't
Let's
fought since
go. Come on, just knock the
2010,
bitch out.
2011. Oh, I hope she's just primed and ready to kick the shit out of her. Oh, I can't stand that broad. Got some sad news. Conan has been it has recently been announced that he's been hospitalized. It seems as though the individual has been dealing with complications from surgery, and it seems as though that he had to deal with an amputation. Thoughts and prayers goes out to Conan and his family. I know many people that we know are very close to Conan are concerned and worried about him. It's crazy because not many people know like how deep Conan's wrestling lore and history reaches and how far back it goes. People will probably only know him for the WCW and his podcast days, but they don't know how much of an impact he was in Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico. He was one of the main guys for Lucha Underground, one of the main figureheads in that. And in AAA, pretty much when they were to be bought, he was brought in as well with that.
Yeah.
He inducted Rey Mysterio at the Hall of Fame, but it's very scary to see news with a lot of wrestlers having complications with whatever they're dealing with, and then you see or hear about them being having cut something off because Buff Bagwell cut his leg, or I think by his knee cut off, and it's like, what the fuck is going on with all these wrestlers losing their limbs?
And is still thinking about going into the ring one more time.
It's crazy.
Insanity. But thoughts and prayers go out to Conan and such. Hope for a speedy recovery. And orale vato, orale. Staying in Mexico, WWE fires Nino Hamburguesa.
This was stupid.
Do you know what an hamburguesa is?
Hamburger.
You wouldn't know that, you fat fuck.
I mean, it's on his fucking gear. But
yeah.
So I saw the headline and I was like, okay, I wonder what he did. Got into a fight with a fan at an event.
He was dropping elbows. He was dropping bows on him, bro. It was like,
I mean, it kind of reminded me like of an old video from Mexico I saw years ago. I think it was like somebody tried to pull off Parker's mask and he just turned around and just beat the shit out of the person.
Yeah.
Exactly. Trying to yank his mask off. I was like,
exactly.
Okay, like how? Like you said, like he was throwing elbows too, but it was kind of like those weird videos. Like, what?
Yeah.
WWE really never gave this guy a spotlight, so people are putting who the hell is this asshole that just got fired?
So to be to play devil's advocate here, and Mexico's a totally different world. I mean, it's when it comes to wrestling, wrestlers get away with a lot of shit out there. Someone didn't send a memo out to Nino Hamburguesa, and the rest of the crew is like, yeah, we're not doing that crowd shit anymore because they're known to go out and interact with the crowd. Hell, the crowd is known to go out and interact with wrestlers. I mean, if you've ever gone to a local lucha show, it's ridiculous, bro. Like fucking the fans, they'll throw shit at the wrestlers like when in the walkway. Hell, they throw money like change and shit at wrestlers because they like them. So it's not a form of disrespect. So wrestling is a lot more interactive. But now, I guess
when you're contracted to a big company that kind of doesn't want to be in the news for anything negative.
Yeah. I guess we want to shy away from dropping bows on on fans and such. So yeah, I think he'll be all right. The guy, he's not like he can't find another gig somewhere else. Most likely you'll probably see him pop up in CMLL. Fucking,
I mean, that's another thing too. It's
Tony
like
will be like,
I know
Tony will
both.
be like,
I know both companies are not really like play nice with each other. So it's gonna be
right.
if Triple A were to own his name, he'd be fucked.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things where it's like maybe he could get back on his feet, but it's kind of like a brain dead moment of like, oh, I'm gonna fight the fans, and WWE's not gonna do a damn thing. Well, they did something.
All right. By the way, he's gonna show up at CMLL as like Dino sandwich. He's gonna have another. They're just gonna fucking change it to like a sandwich or some shit.
Can't wait to see him on Dynamite.
Next up, WWE signs. Oh, Nikki Blackheart. That was supposed to be Blackheart. Oh, wow. That is that's a woman. That is a woman, ladies and gentlemen.
Me and Ari were talking about her on the draft recap where we are talking about like indie darlings or indie potential, and we haven't seen much of like her in-ring stuff, but just the eye test, she looks like a fucking beast, looks like a star in the making.
Yeah, the only thing you see her from is like on the socials is they put the highlights. Everybody gets their highlights. No one's really. I think the only one who probably has seen her, one like fully is probably Isaac. Isaac probably knows of her and such like that. But you know what it is with her, and this is what a lot of promoters, there's a lot of old school wrestlers and such have said for the longest time. If you're going to be a wrestler, invest in yourself. Get every bang for your buck. Invest in yourself. Be it your gear, be it your body. Invest in yourself, and that's exactly what you could see with her. Like you could tell her gear is not cheap. You could tell she's not. It's not cheap shit that she's wearing.
She invests in her overall appearance.
Yeah, you get those these indie guys, everybody wants to dress and look the same. They don't want to be a gimmick. They don't want to be anything else but what they know. When you're becoming a wrestler, you have to learn how to become a gimmick. Invest in what you're going to be and what you're going to wear. Hell, you drafted Main Event, right? And look at them. They have probably like an outfit for every fucking promotion they go with. So it's like you gotta pay the money for it. And she you could see it. You could see it with her. It's going to be interesting to see since she did get the developmental deal and the I believe is the WWE ID. So wondering to see where are they going to bring her and Evolve and such first.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope after Mania she'd be one of those people that you can see in the photo like the next class of standouts. But you just look at her. I mean, physically she's like again a beast. Her gear stands out, but it just shows you too what WWE has a vision of. They want to see what they seem to have a thing for women bodybuilders or women who just look physically impressive.
Yeah, it's cool to get those who are athletic, who have some kind of gymnastic background, cheerleading background, whatever the case may be. But you got to get those. Yeah, you got to get the ones that are committed. And Dominicana, that's right, girl. I see you big Dominican, you all, you sexy thing. You, God, man, that woman is hot. Speaking of Evolve, Timothy Thatcher's the GM on Evolve. I thought this was a great pull for them to have. I've always liked Thatcher. I always thought of him as a solid wrestler, and to put him in a GM position, I like the move. It keeps him still in the company, and a lot of keeps him involved in getting wrestlers trained and such like that.
I give props to WWE in the sense of their authority figures are well known, established like indie talent.
Right.
Like guys like Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis, and Robbie E, who was just promoted to NXT GM full time now.
Right.
Where it's like you can recognize their faces, and when they display their authority, you can believe it. Because like if it's just like The Rock's daughter, like you're not gonna like you never bought that like she was in charge.
Right.
It was just a girl that was just doing a job and just
You
having
know,
fun with it.
it's funny that you said that because if they would have leaned into it to say, you know who my daddy is? Like if she'd have been daddy's little girl running a show, it'd have been much better. Like I could get that, but she, they wanted, I guess they wanted to shy away from that, but play into it, lean into it. That fucking would have been fun. Spoil little girl. Shit. Hell, fucking that rich kid kind of thing worked for Cornette for years. Mama bought me this tennis racket. Mama bought me this outfit. Have her say it. Have her go, I don't have to be here, but my dad is, runs this place, and they needed some kind of star power to be here. Something like that.
Yeah. Even the 30 figures like in TNA, like Santino and now Dalia Ray, it's like complete different aspects. Like Santino is the fan favorite 30 figure. Daria is the is like the bitchy type that just does what she feels is right. It's just interesting dynamic to like have established names that people can recognize. Like, okay, they're in charge of this place.
Yeah, that I like that. I like this. It reminds me of years past when you would see that pull up when Arn Anderson was like a GM or some shit for someplace. It's pretty cool. Next up, Tama Tonga hit with a 5-figure fine. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I'm surprised that nobody was really saying a lot about this. Where like, because then it was revealed like, oh, he's been doing this for months, or ever since he's been in the company. But it's one of those weird things where WWE pulls the curtain back all the time especially with Unreal, and now when Tama Tonga does it on TikTok for like 1 million views, he has to get hit with a fine for it. Where I guess where it's just like I get it, WWE chooses on the covering floor what to show, what not to show. And I think for Tama's case, where he's like the rebellious person, he should have known better or to not show everything.
Yeah, there is a bit of hypocrisy that's going on there with that. I agree. If this was maybe 10 years ago, yeah, they would have definitely penalized him for that. But this is what you invite. This is the doors you open up when you start doing this unreal shit. You're now allowing this shenanigans to go on, and you know what? I have to say that I believe it was JBL who says that WWE wouldn't be in the wrong to fire him, and I'm like, for what? You guys actually you permit this? I think not too long ago, someone was penalized for taking a picture of a walkthrough and posting it.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, you've invited this to occur. I mean,
if that's the case, fire everybody on the roster who takes a picture with everybody else on the roster, because it's like heels and baby faces are friends in real life, and they're taking pictures and videos of each other doing anything they do in the world. Like they go on
a fucking plane ride. You seen them sitting next to each other. It's like, come on, shit.
I mean, if you fire one, you fire all.
Tell you, right. Bill Watts wouldn't have allowed any of this shit.
Right, but right nowadays we're so used to it, and I don't mind it at all. But it's just a 5-figure fine for something stupid like this, where it's like it's not even like damning footage. It's stupid backstage stuff that we've seen time and time and time again.
Right. Yeah, like I said, it's hypocritical for me. I'm not buying this shit. Road Dogg was recently done with WWE. He was the head of creative on SmackDown side. Also, Raw has just promoted from within a new head writer on that side. This has been in effect for the past couple of weeks. Have you seen any changes in the creative so far?
No, it sucked and sucked and sucked even more, especially on the SmackDown side.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna say that they might be riding out the wave until after Mania, because they already have preemptive writing that's already done as for that. So maybe they'll start getting full swing after Mania. But as of right now,
But this is when I start to lean towards like you and say, bring people from outside in. Like bring a comic book writer or a movie writer, or TV show writer, because aside from the in-ring stuff, the outside stuff is the problem. Where these people act like not real people.
there was a I had posted it on the TikTok page. I'm gonna see if I could look it up quick. It was of a segment that occurred in the early 90s. 1 second. All right. Let me see if I find it. It was in the early 90s, and it was here it goes. Let me see if I put it up here. It was of angle with Arn Anderson and Eric Watts. And hold on. It to me, I was like, this is it's how you should view certain aspects of promos or if you want to do story angles. By the way, guys, follow us on TikTok on New York Wrestle Media. That's our page right there. So yeah, take this out.
No question about it. Those comments from Arn Anderson really rang true because recently Eric Watts was signing an autograph for a young girl and her father was running their home video camera and got this attack from Arn Anderson. Here's exactly what happened.
This is despicable.
Let's take a look, fans, at this exclusive footage here on Worldwide.
So I'll leave it at that because I know WWE is going to probably fucking hit the show anyway. But did you hear how it was set up? The father was filming a encounter with his child and her favorite wrestler. So the premise already set, like the cameras just automatically, there was a camera footage being shot of this happening. And then Arn Anderson, it wasn't as though like somebody's following them with a camera and everything. No, it just so happens like that's a great premise. Like this is the footage that we got of Arn Anderson attacking Eric Watts as a father was recording a beautiful encounter with, that's what it is. Nowadays it's just like, wow, a camera's just automatically in the parking lot. Why? Why was it there anyway? Like there's no setup. No backstory to it.
There's also too, like in that case, like if they were to explain it instead of like you said, oh, random person that just lives in Florida is in the parking lot of NXT and is running in the parking lot and is about to ask like Trick Williams a question, like no, like that doesn't make any sense.
Right. I like I said, there needs to be something, some substance, some backstory, putting a reasoning to why this needs to be that there needs to be a camera there. Like even so, like if let's say if a wrestler was attacked in the ring and then he's coming through Gorilla and they see a camera and it's like, don't follow me, and you push the camera and all of a sudden the camera's like, oh, and then all of a sudden the camera has to follow and he goes and finds a person that whipped their ass. It's a better setup. Or if it's like, meet me, you tell the camera, hey, 15 minutes, meet me at such and such. I want to show you guys something. And then like 15 minutes before a commercial, they cut away and he's beating the shit out of somebody. That's premise. Give a reason why a camera's there. That's what I miss.
Yeah.
But yeah, creative wise, I'm seeing, we often say this, we hope to see some changes happen and after Mania, but yeah, that's no, that's not gonna happen. No.
I will say in the case for Road Dogg, in the sense that Unreal made him look like a moron.
Yeah,
in the sense of like he really didn't look good. Where he would say like, "Oh, let's put the belt back on Chelsea," and then Triple H would be like, "Okay, so then who's she gonna work with?" Like then they just like relay the old names that she would work with, and Road Dogg just sit there and go, "Oh, never mind, forget it then." Because it's like if you're gonna pitch an idea, at least have like a follow up,
right?
Like you and me when we pitch stuff for the channel, we like, okay, this is what it's gonna be called, and this is the premise, and this is where I want to see it go forward. In WWE, if you want somebody to have the title, then be like, okay, then when this person gets called, we're gonna call this person up, and they're gonna be the first challenger, blah blah blah. It's just always with Road Dogg, it always came off as, oh, like R-Truth wants to cut his hair, and Triple H would be like, why does he want to cut his hair? He's like, it's just a fucking idea. Like, I don't know what he wants to do next. Let's just do something.
That's what you call in a boardroom spitballing, and nobody likes spitballing when it comes to fucking doing a weekly show. You do that when you're pitching ideas for like a movie or a TV premise and such. You don't spitball during a train that's fucking moving fucking week to week. You can't spitball. You got to have something laid down. But
I prefer to call it throwing shit at a wall and seeing if it sticks.
Even with that, you could at least do that. You could throw darts at certain topics, and you could at least chain something together and make it work. That would probably even be better than what was considered Road Dogg's tactics.
Yeah.
Next up to the plate. Unfortunately, this past week we lost another legend in the business. Dennis Condrey passes away at the age of, I believe, 74 years old. Unfortunately, it was unfortunate how he passed away. It's crazy how life is. But if you don't know who he is, Dennis Condrey was an original member of the Midnight Express and probably one of the most technical hands besides his partner in the business. This tag team was like all over the place when it came to hitting up territories. It is suffice to say that the wrestling industry has lost a great one here with Dennis Condrey.
A guy before his time when it came to his in-ring stuff.
Definitely. He was also one of those guys. He was like one of those guys that looked like a man when they were like 21, 22 years old. He was a man.
Full beard, full hairy chest.
Right. Like that look, the aesthetic. We talked about like how Nikki Blackheart is with the aesthetic, how they look, and Dennis Condrey looked like a man.
Looks like a man, but he could wear all those like purples and pinks and it would fit.
Yeah, this is a guy who was in many rivalries with the Fabulous Ones, with the Rock and Roll Express, Freebirds, Road Warriors, and the like. He took a beating, man. This guy was one of those that really was a staple in tag team wrestling. Cornette was very he's broken up about this as well. So condolences go out to the Condrey family and such. I believe Dennis Condrey was involved in it wasn't a lawsuit, but it had to do with a certain I believe it was a person of in politics. I'm gonna check quickly. I believe she had claimed that it wasn't him. It was the other one that there was a woman that claimed that I think it was Stan. Yeah, it was Stan Lane. That was the one that the woman claimed that was she was a person in government and claimed that he was their father, and it was like, no, I don't even know who your mother is. And they went through a whole litigation and found out it was, and I was like, wow, wrestling and government actually fucking ties together.
Of course. But
fast forward to Linda McMahon and fucking in fucking politics.
I will say the Midnight Express is not in the Hall of Fame yet, right?
I believe they are.
I think the Rock and Roll Express are, but Midnight's not. I don't think yet.
I think they are. Maybe should check. Let me check that. Let me see. On the fly, people. This is what we do here. On the fly.
Midnight Express Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I believe.
There's also even Jim Cornette's not even in the Hall of Fame yet.
He doesn't want it. He likes to abduct other people, but he doesn't want it.
I mean, it was the rare one time he did it for the Rock and Roll, but it's also the Rock and Roll Express. But I mean, if they were to offer him Hall of Fame, he might take it. I mean,
no, they're not. Yeah, they're only in the they're in the NWA Hall of Fame. Yeah.
A lot of people say they won't go in, but I mean, the fucking Honky Tonk Man went in the damn Hall of Fame, and he was saying for years like, "Oh, it's not a real Hall of Fame," and then he fucking took the money and did the Hall of Fame.
What? Please. Yeah, no, they're not in. That's crazy. but yeah, like I said, condolences go out to the Condry family, and yeah, it sucks. And the way the way that he passed away is just so heart wrenching. Yeah,
Another one gone.
this leads up to our main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And now, it's time!
Coming on the main event, TNA signs Ricky Sosa. Now,
I'm surprised this is the main event.
I say this as a main event because we were talking about Nikki Blackheart earlier about we see how pretty much gets the look, gets a call to a performance center to try out, and in large part, regardless of what people say, it's because of social media. This is what happens. Social media has become the tie to what is a way to get through that door. Ricky Sosa has become a internet social media sensation just because of his entrance alone.
I mean, social media has turned into a way for scouting for these major promotions now, because a lot of people don't have the time anymore to sit down and watch tapes at the old days. It's like, all right, what's trending on social media right now? I'm gonna especially say this kid, because I think he's very young, but has an entrance from the word go, and it's very catchy, very popular. It reminds me, and some people are gonna hate it when I say this, but it's kind of like a Ken Broadway in House of Glory. That reminds me of that guy that has a ready-made song ready for his gimmick. That's what this guy has.
And once again, investing in your gimmick, your character. This is part of it.
Right away. I'll let you discover him, but you already know him very well, and I'll let you make as much noise as possible in this chat.
He comes to us from Brussels. We call him the Prodigy.
I'm stronger in longer in
You got this is what you call putting yourself over, and that's exactly what he's done.
And you know who also did that recently? Just got signed to a major company, Mr. Joe Hendry.
Look at that.
So I mean, there's ways of getting noticed, and that this is one of them. Now, I'm not sure if he's the one that produced his own song, but the song is catchy. You just saw Jay bouncing up and down on his end. It's catchy, and this is probably a good thing for TNA because, again, a young guy, and they can try and build up this guy and see what he can do in front of a crowd here in America. This guy's the thing that shocked me is that he's from Brussels.
Yeah,
I thought this guy was fucking over here.
I thought he was British. Actually, I thought he was actually from England. But once again, this is one of those things to where it becomes such a sensation that people who aren't wrestling fans or watch wrestling would mention it, because I get people who come to me and be like, "Yo, Santi, you know wrestling, right? You on it?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "You seen this guy before?
Have you heard of the Sosa thing?"
They see the net and they're like, "Yo, this dude is lit," and I'm like, "That is what his purpose was to get you involved. It's not really for the wrestling fans. The wrestling fans are already going to be invested in it. It's for people like you who don't watch wrestling, for you to fucking start watching him."
This is a good example of it. A bad example would be like the blue cane, the gay cane, and the cocaine,
the candy cane.
Yeah, like that was like, that phase from a couple of months was definitely one of those annoying ones when I was definitely at work and had people show me cocaine. I was like, oh my god, I've seen it over and over again. But this is a good example of a non-wrestling fan seeing this. It goes, oh, this is pretty interesting. I wonder, is he a WWE guy? Is this AEW? But TNA, I'll say good on them for catching or signing this guy. And this is probably this kid's dream to be signing with TNA.
To me. Another reason why I put this on because it's another example of putting yourself over was Danhausen. We saw a flop of a debut, in his hometown, which nonetheless was fucking ridiculous. His hometown, but at the same time, WWE didn't stop. They didn't kill it. They actually leaned more into it. Is he more of a? Is he getting over now? Is he putting himself over now?
Absolutely. I mean, I think the whole thing was the initial "what's in the box" thing because it's
right.
Because I mean, Jim Carrey famously said, "If anything that comes out of a box is instantly over,
is out of a box or an egg or something." It's fucking.
Chicago proved that point to be fucking wrong because I think nowadays it's 2026. Everybody again knows everything is behind the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
So just the idea of a person, and then we see it at the pay-per-view, but when there's several people coming out of a fucking crate, that nobody's gonna believe this. It's nonsense. Right. But in the last couple of weeks, it's small stuff, like max 3 minutes total in backstage segments where he's just popping his head around and being silly and just saying you are cursed. I mean, the thing with I Show Speed on Monday, my nephew can't get over it. He's like, who the hell? Who's the weird vampire dude with I Show Speed?
The weird vampire dude.
I mean, that's what he looks like, right? I mean, because if you were to tell people, like, okay, who the hell's Danhausen? Well, it's a guy with a lot of tattoos and dresses like he's a vampire,
right?
With face paint on.
The weird yeah, I can see that. It's funny. I wasn't a fan of Danhausen. I thought he was funny in AEW. I did find some of his shit hilarious. I just never got him. Like I was like,
this is another Orange Cassidy thing for you, where it's like it's not particularly your style, but you can see it's for a certain audience.
Yeah, I can see that there's an audience for it. I can see there's a humor. I can't listen. I'm not one of those that believes that every part of wrestling should be fucking serious. I do believe there is space for comical shit, for comedy fucking wrestlers. Santino made that a thing for years and such.
It's just gotta be good comedy. It can't be cringy.
Yeah, something that is just tongue in cheek, but also just like will make you just go like do a spit take or something. And Danhausen has found a way to do that not only in AEW. I was worried about it transitioning to WWE, and so far, you know what it is too. When you see that people are annoyed by him, it makes it even fucking funnier. Because I know how it is to be the person that annoys somebody.
It's like the moment they see him, like, oh god,
yeah.
You like what do you want?
As on March 16th when he was running around screaming, "I'm Cold Stone."
See, that's like stupid. That's stupid comedy. Where
he had a pantyhose on his head. He's like, "What? What?"
like even so, like the small stuff he's currently doing.
Yeah.
I forgot what he called them, but he was saying, "Oh, like Copycat 1 and Copycat 2," and talking to the Bellas.
It's stupid shit. And like,
but think about who's he's interacting with, like the fucking Bellas, Jelly Roll, there's no limits to who this guy can interact with. And I know there's been reports of like there's been detractors of him, but it's definitely when you look at how much merch he's making, it's like that's the point of shut up. It's working.
They're having him everywhere. Do you think he has his debut match on fucking WrestleMania?
Yes. I fully expect this dude to be. I mean, they did the Jelly Roll thing tonight, so I would kind of put him with the Miz to be like a safe point, but not for nothing. The Andre Battle Royal means dick every year, so it's like have him win the Battle Royal.
They're not even doing it anymore. They're not even doing the Andre Battle Royal. They stopped it.
Not really. They do it on SmackDown before.
Oh, that's right. Shit. Damn, you're right. He might
And
win.
the thing is too with Danhausen, he doesn't need to be in the whole match. He can just show up at the end, like pop up under the ring, and then just throw whoever is left out.
You are cursed, and people are just going out the ring. You are cursed. Just throwing everybody. Somebody's throwing somebody out. You are cursed.
Cursed, 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 cursed.
See everybody flying out the ring. Why would I actually laugh at that shit? You see,
He's trying to do the Andre put like.
I already
See, like, he has his appeal. Like, that's the funny thing about him.
WWE, call us. Yo, take this. Use it. It's fucking hilarious. Just have him just running the ring, just cursing everybody getting thrown out. It's fucking hilarious.
I don't want to see a serious match from this dude. I want to see him just do fucking nonsense to whoever the hell he's in the ring with.
Oh, the funniest shit is when he went to curse the New Day and fucking, what was it? They threw, what was it?
He's doing he played in the direction. Chris is like, oh, he cursed you. Kofi's like, no, he cursed you.
He said, why'd you throw me in front of that? It's like, oh man, but yeah, it's I'm glad to see that he actually. It's not easy, man. WWE would have fucking threw him out the window, but he's fucking everywhere. He's on SmackDown. He's on Raw. He's popping up everywhere. So,
I mean, I would stick to one show for him, but.
Yeah,
I mean, right now with around the side WrestleMania, everybody's going on both shows at this rate. So it's like, eventually he'll find a home. It's one of those things too where, like, and this is why I give WWE 2K a shout out where they are on the fucking ball. They're not going to wait until next year to put this dude in the game. They made sure, like, he's pack 4. He's going to be in there.
Oh man, fucking yeah. This is what it is when you are able to put yourself over, man. And sometimes. Like we say, like we mentioned earlier, you got to put in the work, man. And sure enough, that's putting in work. But other than that, the work that we put in here this past episode for Wrestling Rundown, guys, thank you for checking in, being a part of it. That's going on here. Mike, let everybody know what's going on and down the line for History and Headlocks.
If you want to follow us on Instagram, we just changed the name to just History and Headlocks now on Instagram. Next episode, we're going to be doing a retrospective on the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, which will be a 2-parter. The first part will be in a couple of weeks from now, and we'll be joined by referee Angel, everybody's favorite referee over here in WrestleMania, because he's a very big, sexy boy fan, so he'll be joining us for the discussion.
What a fucking mark you are, Angel. You're a fucking Shawn Mark. He knows it. He understands. I love you.
And you were there for the CM Punk discussion, which is on this channel as well. A lot of History Headlock stuff is on the channel.
Are you trying to say that I'm a mark for CM Punk?
No, but I'm just saying that everybody comes on History Headlocks and shares their love of all wrestling, which is very appreciated on this channel.
All right, guys. And as always, much, much more until we got on the socials. Make sure you check out New York Wrestle Media. Numbers are going up week to week with you guys. Thank you for checking in and being a part of everything that is connected to the world of New York Wrestle Media, History and Headlocks, Turnbuckle Tabloid with its wrestling rundown and cutting of promos. We have a press play with Santi. A new episode of New York Wrestle Media Havoc was out this past week. This week, we're going to be releasing a second part of that. We'll be covering the My Rise segment of WWE 2K26. And of course, press play with Santi, and as well as Are We Talking Sports, and much, much more. Like and subscribe, be a part of the vibe of all things connected to New York Wrestle Media and all our socials on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and everywhere else you can find us. And as always, guys, check you guys in a sec.
It's Wrestling Rundown with Jay Santi.
Turnbuckle Tabloid.